Hello, everyone. This is Mgtow Jesus. I know I've been gone for a while, guys. I've been learning everything there is to know about the car industry and everything there is to know about cars these last couple of weeks that I've been away. So I apologize that I haven't put up a bunch of videos, but I have so few subscribers. Who gives a shit, right? But I care about each and every one of you. Um, you know, so I wanted to post this up today. I walked out of my job. I quit. I was getting tired of my sales being stolen from me, and I was getting tired of management letting it happen and basically telling me to go fuck off. And they're going to bat and defending the guy that they have to fire every month for being a disrespectful asshole to everyone, getting bad reviews from customers, and basically telling the owner himself that he ain't doing what he wants, which is say yes sir. Um, so they go to bat for him. He's the charming little black guy, whatever. And I know that just sounded really racist, but if you knew what I've been dealing with for the last month at this place, you would understand why I've come to that level of frustration, why I've come to that level of understanding about this dealership. Is that if you're black, the management will protect you, the owner will excuse you. They will sweep everything you do wrong and everything you fuck up under the rug. But if you're white, and you actually make your phone calls, you set appointments, and you start outselling people, they've got to get rid of you. There's something about you. They just don't know what it is. They just don't like you. And they're going to let this guy steal your sales. And then when you have a problem with it, they're going to turn it on you and say, don't talk back to us. Don't give us an attitude. Blah, blah, blah. But he can go up there, talk back, have an attitude, and basically screw over deals. And it's okay. So that's why I describe him as the black guy, because there's really no other way to describe him right now. He's just this little man that steals people's sales, acts like he owns the place, acts like he's higher than thou art, acts like he's entitled to everything, and that he has special permissions. And I'm the one actually busting my ass and actually getting promoted and doing my job, and then the management tries to get me demoted because he doesn't like me. He's a salesman. His job is to sell a car, make appointments, and try to get ups as they roll in on the lot. My job is as the online sales director. I don't have time to deal with him, and I don't have time to step away from my desk when I've actually got a sale that I want to do for myself, and then he decides he's going to put his name on it to try to take it from me, and I say, no, this is my sale, thank you, but no, this is mine. And then he has a problem with it. Well, sorry. If another one comes in, of one of the other three I've set in this time zone comes in, by all means, if you take them, I'm going to give you the deal. I'm going to split it with you. But I'm doing all the work. So you can just be happy with whatever I give you at this point. Oh, how dare I? Oh, how dare I? I've only been there for 2 months. I'm new. Who am I to tell this experienced son of a bitch where he can and can't steal a sale? How dare I? I forgot every sale is his, right? Even though he's just a salesman, he's nothing more than that. He's never gone to try to do anything more. But they go to bat for him because they like him. It's politics. And the people that go to bat for him happen to share the same color and give me the same type of shit and reactions and all that. And I'm like, this is very racially biased here. It's painful how racially biased it is, to the point where if I even call it that, I look like the racist. So I think that's what this video is going to be about. The fact that I'm white, and the fact that if I see racial discrimination, I see favoritism, I see special exceptions, that because I'm white in this day and age, if I call it out, how dare I? How dare I criticize? How racist must I be? Oh my gosh, you see people by their color? Is that why you're mad because the black guy got one over on you? No, I'm mad that the associate stole my sale. I'm mad that he's taking advantage of all my hard work to make himself money, and management doesn't give a shit, and they go to bat for him, and hell, actually try to get me demoted so I can't report him? Get me demoted away, try to get me back down on the floor instead of the online sales director, so that way I don't have any weight to pull around here, so I don't have a voice. They're literally trying to demote me, And they can't because my numbers were so good that they couldn't have an argument against me. They're like, this guy is basically untouchable, but we're still going to try to pull rank, and we're still going to try to pull our influence politically in the dealership to screw him over. And I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you give him the exception that he's allowed to steal my sale, to snake my deals from me? Why is he allowed to do that when no one else is? Why is he getting assistance in doing it when anybody else would be fired on the spot? Why? But it's not just him. It's every black sales associate is defended by the black management, both on the sales side and the desk side. If they steal sales, they go to bat for them. And I'm like, what? I've watched them fire a white guy because he accidentally helped a customer that came in and said, yes, could you help me? And he helped that customer. And as it turns out, that person was actually there for what was actually brought in by someone else. That he had called her and set the appointment. She showed up but didn't ask for him. She just said, hey, could you help me? And he helped her. Why? Because the black associate, decided he was going to leave her at her table and go have a smoke for 20 minutes. And she could see him, got mad, and said, sir, could you help me? He says, what can I do for you, ma'am? And ends up doing the whole deal. Does management get onto that guy for ditching his customer to go smoke for 20 minutes? No. They get onto the guy, the white guy, that was called over by the customer, and the customer said to him, can you please help me? The sales associate, blah, 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 has walked off. Can you help me, please? And he did his job. He took care of customer service and everything and sold her the car. Did he get any of the money? No. In fact, when it was all said and done, the next day we had a meeting about this whole thing. And not only did they move the smoke pits, that way they couldn't be seen while they're smoking, but we all got chewed out for smoking while doing sales and leaving our customers. Then he was let go for quote unquote snaking a deal. At that moment, I looked and said, this is really strange. Why was he fired for this? He didn't do anything wrong. A customer asked him to help because the original associate, the black one, ditched her because he didn't think she could get qualified, and so went off to go fuck off and have a cigarette. Now all of us have to walk farther for a smoke, and he's being fired for helping the customer? Unbelievable. So, guys, I am not lying. I am not exaggerating. This is unbelievable. I'm sitting there going, oh my God, where am I right now? I'm in fucking Wonderland. What the hell is happening? And trying to get me demoted because I'm doing so well that, no, literally, these black sales associates were getting mad that they were taking people as they were coming on the lot, and these people were all asking for me. They were getting mad that I was taking advantage of my opportunity, I was putting in the legwork and closing these deals, that people would show up and ask for me by name to sell them a car. They were getting mad and thought it was, quote, unfair. So I was to be demoted by the black desk manager because he didn't want things to be, quote, unfair, unquote. But when I show my numbers and say I'm up there making over 100 phone calls a day, I set roughly 10 appointments a day, and roughly 5 show up and about 3 purchase. So I'm selling almost 3 cars a day. On average, I sold about 10 cars a week. That's 40 cars a month. Okay, just to give you guys a perspective, if anyone out there's listening to this and you're a car salesman, you know that hell, if you can make 10 a month, you're doing pretty good. 15, you're in the money. 40, oh my God. So you know what? Today, he tried to steal a sale. And I caught him. And he pokes his head up. He says, hey, by the way, such and such you've been working with, she's actually a referral, so I'm going to be taking it from here. He's a referral for one of my sales. And I said, and I look, and all of a sudden his name's on the person. So I go and look at it. I dig a little deeper. Who's he talking about? Referred by whom? And I look it up, and he hadn't talked to that person in about a year. And then he put it in that it was a referral, and I heard him earlier talking to someone about referral. hell yeah, I'll have you as her referral, blah blah blah. And then he pokes his head, not a minute after shutting the phone, hanging up the phone, tells me he's basically stealing my deal. And I'm like, no, she's not his referral, but I appreciate that, but I'm going to be taking it from now on. I've done the emails, I've had the phone calls, I got her in the door, I got her off the internet, and I've been working with her for like a week now. I already have the car picked out, she wants the car, she's driving from Durham to get it. And Durham is near Raleigh, which is about 3.5 hours from me. So she's coming to get the car. And he knows she's on her way. And so what he does is says, oh, her last name's the same as someone I sold before. Hold on. And calls the guy up and says, hey, guess what? I'm going to make you $100. Is your daughter such and such? He goes, yeah. Cool, man. Guess what? I'm going to make you $100. I'll put you as her referral. And tries to steal the sale. And so I look at him and say, no, dude, I've done all the work. This is my deal. You're not taking this sale from me. At this moment, the desk manager walks in. Well, now I've got the associate standing over me while I'm sitting in my chair, asking me, "Who the fuck do you think you are? Who are you talking to right now?" And I said, "I'm talking to you, and I'm telling you, you're not stealing my deal." And then here comes the desk manager, starts yelling at me, telling me that I'm being aggressive, that I need to calm down. And I said, "I am calm. I'm just saying, I can prove it. Here's the screen. Look at the screen. This, and this. I've been working this deal. He's trying to stake my deal." And he's like, you need to calm that tough boy attitude down, this, that, yeah, blah, blah, blah. At this point, I stand up and I say, you know what? I fucking quit. What's the point of working here if all you guys do is steal every fucking sale I have come through the door? I'm not the call center rep. I'm an online sales director. I'm a manager. And I work my deals and I do what I want. If I have excess deals, I hand them off to someone. And he's like, well, you don't work here anymore. You may as well get your shit and get out. I'm like, what the fuck? So, yeah, I got my shit and I got the fuck out of there. So, but why? Why else would he be able to get such an exception, be given such a free pass, and be able to do some of the most obviously snaky, sneaky bullshit? And every time I catch him, management comes thundering down on me. I'm like, am I supposed to just let him snake the deal? And come back later and say, will you please give me some of that money? Please? I know I did all the work and I called her and I know that I took the up and I know that I set the appointment and I built the relationship and I know I picked out the car and I know that I've already done this, this, and this, but since you knew her dad from a year ago, I guess you can have it. So can I have some money? Fuck you. Fuck that. It's my deal. But you know what? I stormed out. I called her and I explained to her that when she shows up, a Mr. Certain someone is going to come greet her. But he's not supposed to be working her deal. Just ask for another person, which I named very specifically. Said, ask for this person. He has already been assigned to you. I've already told him what you need. He's going to take care of you, not this person. And she goes, oh, okay. I was like, so I apologize for any sort of confusion or whatever, but that gentleman does not deserve your business, and he's trying to take advantage that he sold your dad a year ago. So I apologize if this makes you feel uncomfortable, but unfortunately, I am no longer there because of what just happened. And she goes, wow. I was like, yes, but you still deserve the deal that I set up. You still deserve the car, and I know you're driving all the way here, so please, by all means, come get your vehicle, love it, and enjoy it, and take care. That's it. So when she shows up, which should be about an hour from now, maybe a couple minutes from now, she's going to show up. She may or may not actually take my advice and ask for the other person specifically. We'll see. But, yeah, I have been let go because I didn't let someone take advantage of me. That's a new one. Usually I'm fired because some lady felt uncomfortable around me or some lady didn't like me because I make a joke and I treat her like an equal and it made her feel uncomfortable. Usually I'm fired because someone doesn't want to get in trouble for their own actions, so they make me look bad. That's been my fucking history. That's been my life. That's why I go by Mgtow Jesus. I've been fucking persecuted for just being smart. I've been persecuted for seeing it as it is and calling it like it is. I've been persecuted for the fact that I just don't play along in their little game of political bullshit. And, thankfully, after selling 40 cars, I have so much commission in the bank, I could go buy a Mustang right now. So, you know what? I don't need to work for Christmas. I think I'm going to take the month off, enjoy time with my kid. I've earned it. I busted my hump for the last couple of months, and I made a crap ton of money doing it. So I'm going to enjoy some time with my kid, and I'm going to work on my resume, because right now my work history looks like I can't hold a job for 6 months at a time. It looks like I am not worth hiring because you're just going to have to rehire someone else soon anyway. But I guarantee you, you talk to any of these employers, they'll say, this guy comes in here, busts his ass, and he sets the standard, but he's confrontational. I'm confrontational because I look people in the eye when I talk to them. I'm confrontational because I'm there to do my job. I'm there with the idea of professionalism, a military grade professionalism, and they're there to play games and make friends and goof around. And they get in my way. And then I say to them, hey, I'm trying to do my job. Can you take that somewhere else? Did the white guy just tell us to leave the room? We're in the call center, goofing around, laughing, turning up the music, and he's over there trying to make phone calls and make money, and he's telling us to leave the room? Yeah, you're at work right now. Yes, I am. Oh my gosh, has no one ever actually held you accountable for your fucking actions? Have they been scared of you your entire life? Has everyone been afraid to criticize you? Oh, I forgot. You're super oppressed. You probably deal with this on a daily basis. Oh, no, wait, you don't, do you? Because your reaction to it is so foreign. Your reaction is so surprised that tells me you don't know how to handle yourself when someone of authority tells you to knock it off. You don't know how to compose yourself. You lose complete composure. You lose all sense of civility and become a completely entitled piece of shit, and then I have to pay the repercussions of that because I'm the white guy that said it. So there you have it. Now the only plus side is, because of my numbers, because of the experience that I've gained and the knowledge I have, I can go to any dealership. I could go to CarMax. I could go to, a whole different manufacturer and be qualified in their stuff. I could go to Honda and get qualified in Honda, and then sell as a qualified Ford dealership. I could sell qualified Fords, and I can sell qualified Hondas now. In fact, I'll just start collecting them like fucking badges in Pokemon. And I'll show up one day and say, I want a six-figure income because I'm qualified in every goddamn make and model out there. Why not? Then I can join the Elite Four. But anyways, so that was my day. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to have some videos coming out recently with what's been going on in the Mgtow community, the anti-feminist community, and of course the atheist community. I feel that some of this stuff needs to be said. So, as my name suggests, I'm going to do what some people just can't seem to muster to do themselves. Until then, take care, and thanks for watching.